Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Topper! Watch the screen! Check 99! Check 99!
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
What are you doing?
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Blue draw Corkers.
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Check.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, 4 down. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
And now they'll throw with Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Allen throwing complete to Foster. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Brady. Open man, David Morgan, the tight end. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's got Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. What a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Humphrey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Kill, kill, kill.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They run with Pumphrey. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, 66.
Brady now on 1st down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
41's coming. 41's the mic. You must be dreaming. Hey,
To throw again. Brady. Slant route caught by Edelman. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Hey, Delta. Back and reload.
From midfield, here's Brady. Letting one go deep for his running back, White. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
shoot.
Alert. Regular. Hey, Echo.
Here's Allen to throw it. This one complete to Niles Paul. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Niles Paul, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to Turn this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A throw complete to Dorsett, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Brady now on 1st down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete.
That's what I do.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
41 Mike. 42.
Again, it's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now Hausch going to tackle on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Under 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll check this one down to Michelle. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes us 2nd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Go, go.
Throwing is Allen on third. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on third down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage.
Wait, 20. Here we go.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Out. 3 down.
Check it, reload.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, high 7. Ozzy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Alert.
51's the mic. 3 buzz.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They keep it on the ground, White again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw on 3rd down. Brady. Caught by Sanu. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. On 1st down, Brady. He's going to look deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, it's Allen. He finds Djmdden. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike, check, watch 54, watch 54.
They can't hang with us.
Off 52.
Allen to throw on 3rd down. And Paul has it. Yeah, he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play here for the Bills. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Let's get off the field, D.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
A gain of 13 brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 6-yard line.
Wide. Hey, home. Alert! Where's that?
On 2nd and 2, Allen, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Brady. To Michel on the dump off. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. On 3rd down, Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Edelman was the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Switch.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Check 50. Check 50.
Wait, tight. Middle.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Whip. Watch the whip.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
All day.
56.
Just like that. Watch safety creeping.
Hey, Charlie. 51's the mic, boys. 51.
To the air, Allen. Eluded. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
You think you're going to get this?
2nd down and goal. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run in.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mike by 4. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, check it.
Now Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Now Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, complete to Dorsett. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. He was looking for Edelman there.
Double dog, that's the way.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8.
Check the backer, check the backer.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Check.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He finds his target, John Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, he's got it at the 15. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Hauschka now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something? Here at the end just to take into next week.
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A first throw for the backup Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. Then they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Mad 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you and me and didn't